All right, and why don't we go with the Friday reading? One card for each sign. Of course, I'm not your astrologer or this ain't your horoscope. We're going to split the soulmate cycle into 12 pieces. About 9 out of the 12 should resonate. Really doesn't matter what your sign is. We're just splitting the cycle up. What are they thinking and feeling? I got a King of Cups. 8 of Pentacles crossing the King of Cups would be somebody feeling things that they never really allowed themselves to feel. That's sort of come up. It's sort of in recent readings. It's feelings that they can't ignore. You know, you can try to ignore them all they want, but they can't. It has a lot to do with Mercury going direct, of course. The energy's right now. So what are they thinking and feeling? Let's do it. Let's pull a Friday reading. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve Lovecherry, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Could be near future influence for you. I'm just pulling on the energies that are swirling around right now. Again, about 9 out of the 12 cards that fall on the table should resonate with you. We're just splitting the cycle up. You're all part of the soulmate cycle, or most of you are if you're here. 4 of Wands is the overall energy that's going to fall on the table here. And the Fool. It's very interesting. This reminds me a lot of the energy in the soulmate journey reading. There was a 4 of Wands somewhere. I think it was on the DF side. I think you've got somebody here really at a distance suffering. There's some suffering in the energy. I think they're thinking about you. I think we're going to see that energy from the soulmate journey this week show up, especially in the Friday reading and tomorrow's weekly reading where we ask what actions they're going to take. All right, let's see where we go. Our story, and that one we clarify. This one we don't. Story begins with Aries, position 1, ends with Pisces, position 12. Again, about 9 out of the 12 should resonate. This is the closest to this. It's where our story begins, and it bookends the all signs position, the Cancer position 4. All right, here we go. 7 swords, yeah. Okay, somebody thinking about a bridge they burned. I think you're the bridge they burned. It's most closely related to this 4 of Wands. And underneath that is the Fool. They want to come towards you. They want a happy new beginning, but they may have burned a bridge with you in the past. I don't know what. They might have lied to you. I mean, we can burn bridges without burning bridges, right? You go on a first date, and you tell the person, oh, I got a mansion up on blah, 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 and whatever, and you don't have any of that. You got a 1-bedroom by the airport, you know, and a 74 Pinto. You've basically burned a bridge there's no way to cover that, you know. You can't just, well, I was just kidding. You can't say, what? You know, I mean, it is what it is, right? So it may be a bridge that's been burned that you know about or you don't know about. You may not know about something they lied about. And they're worried about that, but they're definitely thinking about reaching out to you. Okay? That's what I get. Taurus, position 2. 7 Pentacles. You ever have one of those things where somebody told somebody to tell you something? It's sort of that. Somebody's thinking about passing a message to a friend of yours to give. In other words, planting some seeds. But I think they're doing it through a third party. That's just the way it feels. I don't know. But you catch my drift, right? You know, tell Steve's viewer that, well, I want to get back together or something. It's something along those lines. Somebody definitely wants to start again. It's all 4 of Wands related. Happy new beginning. This is probably somebody who left you, divorced you. It's typical in the Taurus position, slice number 2 of our 12 slice pie. Somebody who thought the grass was greener on the other side. Gemini, position 3. 8 Pentacles. They're not thinking about you. Somebody's thinking about something else. Somebody's focused, has decided to focus on something else. But the thing is, you're attached to it. That's weird. What is that energy? It's sort of like, just bear with me because it comes in as feelings and I have to translate it into words. So I mostly use life experience, but this is weird. But then again, in the Gemini position, this person is a little weird. They're a little controlled on their side. It's like this girl right here. I'll describe it to you this way. What are they thinking and feeling? This girl right here is focused on her candle business. But she's focused on it because at the end of the day, that candle business will benefit you and her. You follow? So they're focused on something else, but they're doing it for your connection. Take it how you want to take it. Cancer, the hot spot of the connection cycle. Position 4, something here for everybody. It's a Cancerian themed cycle, so you're all honorary Cancerians if you're part of this soulmate cycle. Bookends the 7 Swords. And the King of Cups came back. I thought that might happen. I thought maybe Queen of Cups, but I'll take him. There's something this person burnt a bridge about. You may not even know they lied. When I say burn a bridge, and I already described it, you don't even know they lied. You assumed you went on a date. In my example, you went on a date. You assumed that they told you about their mansion and how much they paid. They went into detail about the real estate agent. Let me give you a tip about liars. The more detailed the story is, actually, the more likely it is it's a lie. Okay, so keep that in mind. It's counterintuitive. It goes against what pop culture will tell you, which is, if somebody's got a lot of details, they're probably telling the truth. That's actually not true. That's a myth. Okay? So I don't talk about anything that's not part of the energy. Try to imagine something this person told you that was very, very detailed and involved. You got the names. They said things they didn't need to say. Like the name of the real estate agent. Oh, my real estate agent was Katie, and she had a Boston Terrier, I believe, with her. A very specific dog breed, everything. You know what I'm saying? So try to think about that. That's what they're afraid of. So they're thinking about reaching out to you, but they're afraid that they're going to have to come clean on something. Okay? So they're not sure what to do. So they're just sitting there. All right. Tomorrow we find out the actions. In the weekly reading, we find out what actions they're going to take, and we clarify, All right, let's go. Leo, position 5, the Leo soap opera. Very interesting here. I like this one. This is my favorite one. This one's cowardly. We're way too old to be having my viewer's friend tell them something for you. Okay? This is, it's almost an LA story. Every date in Los Angeles involves some sort of elaborate lie, just to get somebody's pants off half the time. And this one right here I like. I like this person working for the weekend a little bit, right? And you're the weekend in that analogy. All right, let's go. Leo soap opera, position 5. Have I done one this month, a Leo soap opera? I don't even remember. I may not have. I may not have had time with vet visits. Flam the parrot situation. I apologize if I didn't. 9 of Pentacles. It's not somebody getting single and free. It's somebody who wishes they were. It's wishful thinking. Somebody wishes they were, but they know they can't. But can they? Somebody attached to this person, a third party. It could be a second part of them, a little voice in their head, right? But it's their voice. Is trying to convince them that they can break free. All right. This person, I think, is very codependent in the Leo soap opera. Very codependent. It's tough. You gotta just, be your own person. Run your life up the flagpole and see who salutes it. It's real easy to take mommy and daddy's trust fund and run with it. Don't. Turn the motherfucker down and go out and see if you had what it took the whole time. I'm exaggerating for the sake of getting a point across. That's the kind of point somebody's trying to get across to this person. A little bit. There's too much in the Leo soap opera, there's too much of this family support. There's some sort of energy around them. It could be a family, it could be a marriage, but it's more like a cult than whatever it is. And it's stifling. And you never really get to find out if you had the stuff. It is what it is. And I tell you. All right. Either money or just, whatever, emotional, Linus's blankie kind of a thing, right? All right. Position 6, Virgo. Sometimes my wild card. Sometimes you guys show up here. I don't know. Let's see. Remember, you don't have to be a Virgo. I'm not your astrologer. This ain't your fucking horoscope. It either resonates with you or it doesn't. I'm just pulling on a cycle. Just want to remind the newer people that. All right. Knight of Wands. Somebody's about to do something stupid. All right. Somebody thinks you think they're a fuck up. That's what they're thinking about you. They think you think they're a fuck up. Okay? You know who this is if this is for you. If you got somebody attached to you, you think it's a fuck up. Right? This person probably won't listen to you, and you're probably, whatever. You're going to let them I would let them make their own mistakes if I were you. But I've got a strong energy of them, so somebody wants to show you that they're not a joke. They're not a fuck up. You may have even called this person a joke. You say you're a joke. It's one of the best things you can do for somebody who, it'll straighten them out real quick. It'll ring in their head their whole fucking life, especially if they're a young person who thinks they're the shit and you know that they're not the shit. Like, call them a joke. You're a fucking joke. They'll remember that. They'll spend their life trying to prove to you that they're not. They might end up actually being a success. It happens a lot of times, you know. Then they got to go to therapy to get the joke echo out of their head. But, you know, it has its downsides. Everything does. But, you know, that's sort of where we're at with that. I would just let them make their own mistakes, if that applies to you. Virgo. Well, it's tied to this. These Freudian slip. Libra, position 7. These two are tied together. I've already got a Knight of Wands. Now I got a Tower. Separate message. It's Libra, position 7, but the Knight of Wands energy bleeds in. So it's a Knight of Wands and a Tower. So it's like I got two cards right here. Okay? So if you identified with this has nothing to do with it. You might identify with it. I don't know, but I'm just trying to explain. Okay, you're about to be very surprised. Somebody wants to. It's like a surprise party energy. Okay, I don't. It feels very. But I'm gonna. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. It feels very negative to me. I'm sorry, but it does. It feels like one of those. If you've been at work and you've seen them in meetings talking, right? Talking and you're wondering what they're. Why? I wonder what that's about. You know, it's sort of a thing where. A lot of times people are very cowardly about firing people or demoting people. They're very cowardly about it. I've found that at companies in the past that I've worked for. I was always the guy they sent in to fire people, right? I was always that person because I cared, but at the same time, you do what you got to do. If somebody's not doing their job, they're not doing their job. You know, I'm not saying you're not doing your job. I'm just saying somebody's going to surprise you with something. I don't think you're getting fired, but I do think it's not very positive. It's not very good. This squirrel is not very happy about that. If somebody just does it quick and leaves before you have a chance to even say anything to them, okay? I don't know. I have no idea. Just heads up, okay? Heads up. That's all. It's a soul connection. Who knows what they're doing? I mean, people do crazy things. I have no idea what it is, all right? Maybe you got a neighbor going to come over and just cut down a tree without asking you know. All right, Scorpio, position 8. My hot Scorpios. The Hangman. The Sleeping Bat. There's not really anything. It's a chance for you. You're getting a chance to recharge. There's not really much going on around you in this position. If you're here, you're pretty protected right now. There's not really anything going on in this position right now. It is a true Hangman. You've got a chance to think about whatever you want. Okay? And I suggest you do it. Things change very quickly. Some of that Tower is bleeding over here. Take your moment. Take your moments of peace where you can get them right now. Okay? Because the tempo of things is about to pick up. I suspect tomorrow in the weekly reading we see some action. I'm moving things out of the way for Sagittarius. My position 9, sometimes part of the cycle, sometimes not. So always something crazy. These dispositions for more people than tend to think it is. It's a weird energy. It comes in like if you want a picture in your mind's eye, the main energy for the reading comes down the center. This comes in as an offshoot, off to the right usually, the way I feel it. It comes in as an offshoot. It sort of flows in this way. All right? I don't know. Two of Wands. You got somebody attached to you. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know if it's part of the cycle or if this is just a separate message. It ties definitely to this. I will tell you that. Somebody is making plans unilaterally that involve you. This happens to you a lot. I think you're about to be surprised by it. Happening behind closed doors, right? Not a lot of people in this meeting up here. Very private. And it's funny, in my mind's eye, when I talked about the office here, I pictured people behind a glass window. There's a glass window there. I pictured, it's really strange. These tie together. All right, position 7, Libra, and position 9. Be careful here. We'll find out what happens tomorrow. I think that'll come back. I'm going to write that down, and I'm going to write that down. This is too boring. I'm not going to write that down. Capricorn, position 10. We'll just see where it goes. 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Look at us escalating. Well, hey, Freudian slip, maybe. I don't joke about anything or say anything. It's not part of the energy. I said, look at us escalating, and I did that. This shit's about to escalate very quickly. All right, the squirrel was okay with little static lightning hitting the tree, but now he can't even live in the motherfucker. Okay? Capricorn, position 10, as far as that goes. Someone attached to you, whether it's true or not, I don't know. And it could be future influence. Somebody attached to you thinks they're losing you. Okay? You're leaving, right? It's like I feel like this is, if I take the picture on the card, I feel like this is her last night in town. And I feel like I need to spend some time with her and go surfing and whatever. I feel like, I feel like someone's a long goodbye here. Somebody feels like they're losing you. I don't know why. Might be true, might not, might be all in their head, could be future influence. Just the way it feels. So we're asking, what are they thinking and feeling? That's what they're thinking and feeling. Aquarius, position 11, usually my other wild card spot. Sometimes you guys show up. You didn't really show up here. So maybe you will show up here. Maybe you won't. You don't have to. Knight of Pentacles. You don't. It's not you. You guys really aren't showing up here too much. I mean, other than here, where you're taking a break. You did show up as a squirrel. That's a plus, I suppose. I love squirrels. Roles can be reversed here, can I just say? So take it as it resonates, but somebody attached to you, it feels stronger as an incoming energy. Somebody attached to you feels like you're spinning your wheels. They feel like you're wasting your time. You're spinning your wheels. You're not living up to your full potential. You may think that about somebody, and I could dig it if you did because of this energy. It might tie to this. So I could say roles can reverse here because of the way I read that. I could say roles might be reversed. So take it as it resonates, but that's the vibe. Somebody's spinning their wheels. Either you think somebody is, and in which case the advice is the same. Let them make their own mistakes. Or they think you are. Okay? I don't know. It could go either way. We'll see what actions they take. I don't believe it. I believe, well, I don't know. I don't have any way to say it. It does feel a little wheel spinny to me. So if it is somebody thinking that about you, I will tell you, since you're here, they might have a point. You might want to at least think about it before you get all mad and start chucking stuff at the wall, screaming, "Fuck you, Steve." Okay? It's not me. I don't know you. I'm sure you're fine. All right. Pisces, position 12. Always read with 1 and 5. Not overly encouraging today. 10 of Cups. Why did "Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man" ring in my head? I threw that down and I've got the Birds. "Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man" ringing. The actual Birds version. All right, so they want to come towards you, but they want to try and impress you. It's sort of like what I said about, God, these are weird energies. It's like what I said here about that mock first date, where they're thinking up some kind of story that might impress you. I don't know if this is somebody new in this particular case or not, but you're definitely somebody's fantasy, but they don't feel worthy. So they might make up some shit, right? I got a falcon in a big backyard, 9 pentacles hanging from the trees. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know. It's what it feels like. Or it could be you're going on a date pretty soon, right? The person's full of shit if you are. If you're going on a date anywhere near this reading, and you got them from one of those fucking apps or something like that, prepare for the incoming lies. I mean, if you were me, the whole fucking restaurant or place or mall or outdoor activity you were would smell like burning fucking walnuts. Oh my God. All right? That's all I'm going to say. Let's see what else the universe has to say. 3 cards and a bottom card. Let's see where we go. Holy shit. I mean, we started with bullshit. That's where our story began. So obviously we have a lot of that. And obviously this makes sense. We end with Fantasyland. Don't believe that they have the mansion on the hill and the Ferrari when they picked you up in a 74 Pinto. Oh, this is just my weekend car. Ferrari's in the shop. I don't take it out on Saturdays. Too many people on the road. Right? Well, okay. Why are we going to a pay-by-the-hour motel? Well, my mansion's being tented for termites. Do it every once in a while for the insurance company. They like that. Oh, fuck off. Seriously. But I'm serious. Somebody's making up some big shit. There's a 9 of Pentacles. That's a card of wealth. Right? It is what it is. If they lie to you and tell you they're a millionaire, make them, really order some shit off the menu. Really make them sweat, They got like $300 left on their Discover card. Fill that fucker up. All right, 3 cards and a bottom card. What do we get? All right. What are they thinking and feeling? Sum it up. Add it up. 3 of Pentacles. Everybody wants a partnership. Oh, I get that. I got that right from the top row. I get it. This person I like. I like what they're doing. I got the Hangman. I love it. It's a very important card for somebody. King of Pentacles. Justice. What's underneath that? The 5 of Swords. Everybody's got somebody attached to them in this energy that's fucked. Oh, they're fucked. Oh, they absolutely are. It's a zugzwang again. All right, so everybody's got somebody in a zugzwang. What's a zugzwang? I've told you before. It's a chess term. It's a German word. Loosely translated into English, it's damned if I do and damned if I don't. Right? There's no way to win here. What am I going to do? Well, I can do that. I mean, it's about picking the lesser of two evils. You got somebody here picking the lesser of two evils. I mean, plain and simple. They have no choice but to do that. I think they're spending some time right now thinking about it, but I think they're coming out of the hangman tree pretty fast. Tomorrow in the weekly reading, we do the same thing, but we clarify and we ask what actions they're going to take based on the context here of what they're thinking and feeling. Should be very interesting. Might even be epic. I don't know. We'll find out tomorrow. Right now, that's what I got. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck.